Minden Eldred. Hey, what's up? Hey, how are you? Play me a song, Apes Now? I don't know what that means. Hmm. Mon Van Distraught. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Yeah, brother. We just finished a sales call and I felt like practicing some piano. So I hopped on. Wow, some people just came in. Minden, I need to play apes now. Don't know what that means. Apes are similar to monkeys. Right. There's a song called Dance Monkey. I don't know a lot of songs. I do original stuff because I guess I'm a bum. What about let's see, what was that one? Trying to get my hands warmed up. Let's see. How about this? There's something. So, Mice is a Crime. Nice tune. Thanks, Max. Cute, nice motorcycle. Tokyo better. I like Honda Ape. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, we're just kind of playing around. This is more practice. This is more, I do this when I wake up because I enjoy it. Try to do something you enjoy. I'm just kind of making this up as I go. If you like this, guys, I haven't looked at the comments. Let me know. I'm just making it up. F sharp, D7, A7, inverted, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I don't have a studio microphone set up here. So yeah, I know it's not optimal, so I apologize. If I play too fast, the little recorder in here doesn't pick it up. I'll play it slower though. Here, I'll play something. Give me something. I'll just write a little song. Um, Bro, mice is a crime. Sounds great. Can you play Bonnie Banks? I'm not exactly good at. My ears aren't really that good, so um, supposedly I'm kind of on the spectrum. I just play what I feel like playing. I am trying to get better at songs though, for what it's worth. The sound is perfect. Oh, thank you. Deaf doesn't sound like it's coming through the tiny microphones next to your mouth. No, this is just because I do business and I talk to people on the phone. This is my headset I use to talk to people when I set appointments because I'm in sales. So here you go. Today is don't forget, today is the best day you ever had because it might be the last day you ever had. You got a goal? Work towards it. Never give up. Life can get hard. Don't forget to smell the flowers sometimes. I had 9 of my relatives die this year. 9 of my family died this year. It's been a long year, guys. But no matter how many times life tries to knock you down, don't give up. It's all in the mind. You can do it. Jacob Brock, piano guy, hello. Hello, what's up, brother? Thanks for the thumbs ups, guys. Just trying to work on some music, so I got a couple chords here, and I'm just playing through some chords and making up something as I go. For you guys that like music, it's in the key of G. The 6th is this. The 6th of the key of G is C. So you do the 6th, na 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 na, to a D, which is the 5th. So 6, 5, 4, 1. 6, 6, 6, do, 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 5, 5, 5, do, 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 1 and then 1, 4, 4, 4. Bring it back to the 1. If you want to learn some music theory, this is the way to learn. Just hear me. Brock, piano guy, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Uh, right now, oh man, Van Halen. I like Eddie Van Halen. He is my father's favorite guitarist. Big fan of Eddie Van Halen. I know a little bit of Ozzy Osbourne just because I looked at it recently, but I'm not trying to complain or make excuses, but I normally don't know a lot of songs, guys. But I do write, like, for example, I just wrote this 10 seconds ago. One of the viewers came in the chat. He said, Merry Christmas. What do you think about that? That's kind of funny. I didn't know it was Christmas yet, but hey, if it's Christmas, well, hey, Merry Hanukkah. You know what I'm saying? And don't you ever give up on your dream, guys. If you get older, it's going to be harder, but don't remember, each day is a chance to progress. Get a little bit better than yesterday. Just get a little bit of da 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 da, or something like this. The A is the 6, 6, 6, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 4, 1, 5. Da 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 da. It would sound better in a studio and a professional microphone and a keyboard that I didn't pay $300 for. And if I had an engineer like my brother, he can make all the settings. He does that for me. Da 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 da. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays, happy holidays. I appreciate the thumbs ups today, guys, because I don't even know what I'm about to say. I'm just happy I'm alive. I got the F chord right there. Da 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 da. C to D to D to D to D to D to G to D to D six A six to the A to the 4 to the F and to the day to the C to C to C to da 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 G to G to G da 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 6 to the 6 to 6 to the 6 and to the 4 to the 4 to 4 da 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 da. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Well, let me tell you something, brother. What you gonna do when 100,000 Hulkamaniacs come on you? Yeah, brother. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan. Little piece of Dreamer. What you gonna do, brother, when the Hulkamania, Hulksters unite? Guys, did any of you ever watch Hulk Hogan when you were younger? Happy holidays, nice man. Shout out to everyone who gave me a thumbs ups in the chat. Yeah, you know, Hulk Hogan had leukemia. He was struggling with leukemia before he died. I'm gonna go fill up my water real quick. Oh, a message is being held for review. I saw his porno. Oh boy. Hide. We'll put that there. Well, congratulations. Sadi. Hey, Star Dolphin. I recognize Star Dolphin. Star Dolphin's been in the chat before. He made one. Hulk Hogan was in a porno film? Okay. Hey, I'm not going to judge. That's not for me to judge. Does that surprise me? You know, the older I get, the more that I see um, everybody is nice, disgusting, happy, vindictive, manipulative, destructive, inspiring. Everybody has those qualities, and it's just which one we choose to embody at certain times in our life. So, am I surprised? No. Nice headset. Are you an Indian call center worker? No, I'm not. This is the best quality microphone that I have for when I play piano. That's right over there. I don't have a studio or anything. Am I a comedian? Thank you very much. Okay. I have attempted comedy in the past. I got a little feedback. When I grow my beard out, people think I look like Adam Sandler. Jim Carrey, you remember? Okay, I've got a Jim Carrey impression. Remember Ace Ventura, Pet Detective? Type in the chat. Do you remember that? Because I'm going to say a scene. Okay, do you remember Ace Ventura, Pet Detective? Do you remember when he's chanting? His chant does this. Okay. He goes, all righty then. All the monks are doing their chants, and he's going, all righty then. I think that scene's so funny. Slinky, Slinky. Everyone loves a Slinky. The big ass stairs, and he puts the Slinky on the top, and he goes all the way down. And the guy's like, "Can we do it again?" Yeah. Actually, I like Jim Carrey. The Mask. The Mask. The Mask was a great film. Alrighty. Now, guys, time to get some coffee, and I will play some more. Alrighty then. It's kind of funny. People say Adam Sandler a lot when they see me. When I grow my beard out, they think I look a lot like Adam Sandler. You're not cool. Let you pee in your pants, Billy Madison. By the way, did anybody see Happy Gilmore 2? I still haven't seen it. Can you do an impression of Jim Carrey from The Truman Show? I don't remember that interview. If I see it, I can try to impersonate it. For example, when I was in the Navy, I was in the Navy for 10 years. All the people that worked around me, I used to imitate them and change my voice. Or we had Filipinos, shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, chief. You takala takala, lo tuve ataka. That's how all the Filipinos talked. But yeah, I like to impersonate people, but I have to see it. I have to see it, and I kind of have to hear it, and then I can usually do it. I can create characters sometimes. Creating characters is what you call, for a long time. Um, well, sometimes people ask, but I spent a lot of time alone. I was homeless at one point in my life, um, and I spent a lot of time just in isolation because, certain times in my life, I'd had enough of people. Aircraft carrier, actually, no. Good choice, but I was never on a ship. We look alike? Well, look, you got to stop looking. There's only so much room for beautiful people in this world. Okay. Okay. Are you saying all white people look the same? I'm just kidding. Here you go. This was my time in the Navy right here. So I was in the Navy. Doppelganger. You, hey, Mai, you may be onto something. Look, all white people look alike. Okay, we do. So I was in the Navy for 10 years. This is my office over here. And this is when I served in the Navy, guys. Right through here. So I got a little bit of time in there. Yes, this is a sword. I was given this when I left the command. I served with what you would call a warrior clan, and they took a liking to me. They were operators like SEALs and SWICs, and I helped support their message for about 7 years, and I got to train with those guys, and it really taught me a lot about brotherhood. Oh, you're very welcome. Taught me a lot about brotherhood. Are you cult? No, I wouldn't say a cult. I would say more of a fraternity. Um, I would say it more of if any does anybody in here play sports? Shout out in the chat. Did any of y'all play like basketball, baseball, or football, or play any sports? It's kind of like a brotherhood of people that hold you accountable. They make you pursue excellence. And because our job was kind of physical, Adam Sandler. Well, that's good because Adam Sandler was ranked one of the most attractive men in Hollywood. So if I could have a life like Adam Sandler, that would be awesome. Cool. Guys, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, you play tennis. Okay. Tennis is a little bit more individual, right? So, yeah, I get that. Well, everybody needs a dog in their life. You got a dog? Look, that's my dog. Shout out to my dog. Yeah, so my grandmother passed away with my grandfather. I had 9 people die this year in my family, guys. It has been a long year. And everybody came to me, was like, what do we do? And it was like, I didn't really have an answer for him, you know? So it was like, yeah. But what I'm getting at is this is something that was in my grandmother's house, so I kept it. So, oh yeah, it is what it is. Rest in peace. Appreciate that. It's just one of those things, guys. That's like, it is what it is. Guys, just your daily reminder. I am in the sales world. Um, Top producer, right? So, how is that a dog? Well, let's think about that question. How is this a dog? Well, it looks like a dog. It is shaped like a dog. It has feet like a dog and a tail, and it's furry. Now, ah, yeah, not a real dog, more like a statue. And he's got a hat. And sometimes I put sunglasses on him, like this. He's like, "What up, dog?" He's like, "What's up, dog?" Yeah, because it's not a horse. Yeah. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. These are some of my bags I traveled around the world with. That's kind of cool. There's a couple things right there. I was in sales. I was a top producer at Agent Elite. Sold $650,000 worth of sales, some stuff right there. Charter Spectrum. Why did I travel? Great question. I was in the Navy for you guys. I was in the Navy right here. This is my time in the Navy. Got a couple awards there. I traveled because I like to travel, and sometimes I was forced to because of my job. So, Alpha Brain, good supplement. I have. I've actually been in Germany. I've been in Ramstein, and there was another one. I can't remember the name, but it's a very long, like 4-syllable word, and it has 2 dots over the U. I served in Afghanistan during Operation Enduring Freedom, which is what this coin is right here. And on our way back, we stopped in there. Where is my OEF coin? I know it's down here. Oh, it's probably under there. Where is my OEF coin? SBT 22. I wonder if I put my OEF coin somewhere else. Did it fall? Huh. Trying to think. I know I have my OEF coin. Anyways, these are some of my old IDs right here. So I was part of Special Operations Task Force Southeast. That's me back in the day. Do 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 do. Well, just put it this way, we were not there to be peaceful. There was a war going on, so I'll say this much. I don't shoot weapons anymore. I I now play piano, and I'm very proud of my military service, but it's one of those things where when I got out of the Navy, it really made me well, Chris, you're right. When is there not? Um, as the war machine keeps churning, there has to be a war going on, guys. I don't like it, but it has to be. If you want the United States to continue, here it is. Um, Here you go. Operation Enduring Freedom, OEF. Sure, here it is. You want to see some of my Navy stuff? Here you go. And this is my favorite possession in the world. Let me sip my water real quick and I'll be right back. And I'll show you something cool, guys, and I'm going to play some piano. It's not that you have to make money from death. The problem is, and I don't want to, guys, I'm playing piano this morning. I really don't want to turn. Oh, hey, Green, that's cool. Yeah, this was given to me. That's my tourniquet. That saved someone's life. The GI Joe was given to me from someone, but this is probably my most prized possession, guys. Just for what it's worth, I tell people this. These are letters that was written to me when I was overseas, and I always like to share these with people. Right? It says, "Get home." My nickname is CJ, so I've got all these letters that were handwritten, right, from the kids in my hometown. Do I like gaming? Not much, brother. I used to like gaming, but now um, it's just not something. So all these are handwritten letters. These are from kids from around the country when I was overseas. Nope, none of them are my family. These are none of my family. Yeah, I kept these. It says, "Dear CJ, thank you so much for protecting America. You are a hero. I hope you come home soon, Emma." Oh, well, that's a great question, Semi. They sent it me when I was overseas. So this is some of my time I spent. I got some medals over there and all that. No, it's just, I like to share this with you guys because when I go on YouTube chats and live, the whole purpose of me is I want to build a community eventually where I teach young men and young women to become the best versions of themselves. Realize if you don't give up, you can do it. I promote entrepreneurship. I promote working out. Um, just, I don't see a lot of people coming on these lives and sharing productive, good things. You're very welcome, Lakers. Hey, Lakers 24/7. Rest in peace, Black Mamba. Black Mamba, dude. I was a big fan of Kobe. I love Kobe. You know, funny story. Kobe Bryant. Oh yeah, it is. I mean, look. If you come to my chats, I'm an open book. And if you get some of my late night chats, sometimes I get really there. Hope they give more than what war takes. Uh, well, I'll tell you this, guys. This is what I'm getting at. So, the whole point of me showing you this is when I was overseas, these letters I've kept for almost 15 years. This is my most prized possession. I had a divorce earlier in the year where I lost two houses. Army 68 Whiskey, Kyla, or Kyle, thanks for your service, brother. And if you've ever been, I'm a Navy veteran with J-Talk. If you've ever been overseas, you know J-Talk. I served with a lot of the Army and stuff. But this is what I'm getting at, guys. This is my most valuable possession. So what I want to get at is when you are younger, because I know a lot of younger viewers come in. So Yeah. So I served with Bush and Obama when he was there. But I just want to let you know, when you're younger, you don't realize how important this stuff is for people. So the whole point of me sharing you with these letters that were written to me is this: take time to do it and volunteer and give back to those, whether it's policemen, fires, teachers, any public servant, because this is my most prized possession. I left San Diego with basically 95% of my net worth to my ex-wife, right? And two houses gone, all right, $1.7 million that I worked my ass for. And when I left, this was what I brought. This was my most prized possession. So, I mean, the whole point I'm telling you guys is, look, it's nice to have material things and all that, but um, I'm telling you, there's something about the sentimental value. It's kind of like the movie Richie Rich. You know, in Richie Rich, when the evil guy gets, I appreciate the empathy. Empathy. In Richie Rich, they get to the big. Thanks for the subscribe, brother. I appreciate you. In Richie Rich, the bad guy, gets to where he's going to unlock the safe, right? Oh yeah, Old Glory, 1776, original 13 colonies, and if you look, thank you for that. Sometimes it mutes me. Yeah, it does. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, yeah, no, no. Um, so I'm documenting my business that I'm rebuilding, and yeah, so if you are in the state of California, I am originally from the South, but after my service, I ended up in California for business, and I grew a business, guys. I had I had everything. I was kind of like in like Wolf of Wall Street. I was like that, but just not as big. You know, instead of having hundreds of millions, I had hundreds of thousands, right? But I grew up in a house with no doorknob with a 15-year-old mother. And when I went into boot camp, I was homeless. So this is what I'm getting at. I started with nothing, built everything up, and then it got taken away from me, and I'm building it again. And this is kind of what I'm getting at. So I'm documenting you guys. When I came back to Georgia, I had nothing. So I'm literally documenting how I've slowly been building and building and building. And I want to build a community of people. And there is a chance in the future I may open up a school community, SKOOL. And if I do that, I probably will have a membership base and charge people for certain information. But keep in mind, there'll always be a free option so I can engage with people. Um, but for now, I'm just documenting on YouTube, right? Well, Chris89, I don't want to believe that. Well, Sammy, kind of more like a community where I would have classes where people could obviously pay for, but it would be easier because I could have a community where, because I have like close to 3,000 subscribers now, and I could put you all in a school community and y'all could engage with each other, and it would be better for me to make money with less work. And yes, I would eventually charge a subscription fee and all that, but it's not like you have to pay to be in. There'll be a free community that keeps everyone engaged, and then there'll be like some other services. I'm going to work into that. Rainbow Serpent, bless you. Betsy Ross, Old Glory, what do you think about these stars, boys? Famo Spangled Tang. Well, just put it this way. Uh, I never, I never pursue anything I don't plan on winning. I am super competitive. I am I'm to the point of competitive where it's probably sick in the head. I won't cheat to win, but I will bend every rule that I can to get everything I can to win within the legal limit, but do it with a good moral heart. And I like to beat someone when they're at their best. If someone's at their best and I beat them and I know they did everything that they could to win and I still beat them, Yeah, that kind of gets me going. You know what I mean? Back to back world champs. Yep. And you should be proud of that, guys. If you are in the United States of America, you should be proud of your heritage. You do not understand the power of the men and the women who paved the road for us to be in the state that we are. And I understand the younger generation has been brainwashed a little bit. Um, Sammy, those type of questions I am not going to talk about on here. But yes, I have had 3 near-death experiences in my life, but just let's keep those off the chat because if I start talking about them, I'll get kind of emotional, and that's just me needing to work on myself. So I hope you can. There'll be a time when I put that out, but now is not the right time. You know? Yeah. It's a great question. This is a question that if we were one on one and we were talking in private, this is something we could talk about. But that's there's certain things I talk about in public and there's certain things I talk about in private. So let's keep it at that. Well, Tassie, yes, you're absolutely right. However, certain things just I don't think are meant to be talking about in a public space, is all I'm getting at. Um, well, I don't. Well, Chris, I don't disagree with that. Um, I don't disagree with that statement. Put it that way. Yeah, it's Lakers 24/7. Yeah. So one of the things I also talk about, guys, is and this is a subject that if y'all want to talk about, we can. This is something, and I'm going to go play some more piano real quick because here in about probably 15 minutes, I've got to work on a class. I've got to do some certificates and of Stargate technology. Yeah. Um, the technology is crazy these days. Um, do you guys, and this is for you, um, nobody wins in war. Nobody. Uh, how tall am I? I am 6'4". I am 6'4", 225. And yeah, I try to stay in shape. So nobody wins in war. Um, the people that lose the most are the people caught in the middle. You have a bunch of power seekers trying to control power, and sadly, um, people in the middle, they always lose. Well, that's why we had the Geneva Convention. But at the end of the day, some countries position themselves, and it's terrible the way they do it, but they position themselves so they leverage the innocent people as a shield, exploiting other countries. And it's disgusting, but it's the reality of the world. Okay. Old men playing chess with life. Yep. Oh, the war in Ukraine. Guys, that's a deep conversation. You know, it's not just Ukraine, it's Russia. If you study a little bit of history, there's been a huge fight between those two sovereignty land masses. And I don't have the answer because a lot of it doesn't make sense. And you can't trust what you see on TV because it's the propaganda machine. And then you can't really trust what you read always because then you have so many different information sources. The hardest part about today's world is to be a filter. Guys, we're at 20 thumbs ups. I appreciate that. Um, will it stop in 2025? I don't know, brother. There's some things that I cannot control, and I can't spend the mental energy trying to think about things I can't control. I can't do it. I just don't have enough mental energy. I try. My mental energy goes into other things, like my business, helping the people around me, the people that I love. And believe it or not, I've been doing more of these YouTube chats. I've been I've been doing more of these lives, trying just to get people to believe in themselves more. I just want to help the younger generation become better. No one wins in war, though. Da 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 na na na. Something like that. You know, I'm only limited to what I can play. Most of what I play on piano, I make up myself. I do know a boogie woogie scale, though. Reaper, welcome back to the chat. Boom, 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 ba da 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 do da beep ba do da da beep ba boom ba da 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 da. Maybe something like that. You be a hero. What does it say? Morgan, get out of here. Married life. Who's in the married life? Uh-huh. I'm the scat man. Is that the scat man? John Roberts gave me some emojis. Guys, do you think that white bird with huge fat beak with the black background playing? What does that say? Talking Heads. Is that Disney movie Up theme? What's up, brother? Address. Danny? Did you ask for my address? Why would I give you my address? I promise you this. If you're if you're a cyber person, you might be able to get away with some stuff. But I don't think you'd want to come visit me uninvited. We'll leave it at that. Don't mistake kindness for weakness, guys. Okay, here's one. There's one, a little something like that. Guys, we got some food people in the chat. What are we doing? For Elise, is that Tiffany Stain? Yes, that is a Tiffany Stain collector's lamp. Who has the good eye down there? That is an antique. It's worth a lot of money. Um, yes, it is a Tiffany Stain lamp. It's called the merry-go-round of life. Yeah, it's like Groundhog Day. Life is like a merry-go-round. It goes time and time, back and down, up and down and all around. But the thing about it is, when does it stop? If life is a merry-go-round and that's the day of the sound, then what is the day that when the sound becomes on the ground? What does that mean exactly? Life is a merry-go-round. Then we have a day to listen to the sound. Is it the day today? Don't waste a day. There's only so much time in the day. It's all we have to do and say. What's the difference today? Da 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 da. Merry-go-round time for a little bit of sound. Do 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 ba boo ba da dee 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 boo ba 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 da 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 dee dee ka ka ba ka boo ba ka boo ka ta ka tu ka ta ka ti ka ta ka ta ka ti ka ta ka ta ka ta ka tu ka ta tu ka ta ka ta ka tu ka ta ka ta da 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 ba ka ba ka boo ka chewy chewbacca ta ka chewy chewbacca ka chew ka da 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 da. Thank you, brother. Do 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 baka ka boo ba 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 unka baka baka Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Dios mío, cállate, maldito. Te gusta la verga contigo, mamiquín, que te andas un tala inca que conta. Nyam for toza, ni hao. Zola, zola, shun kai. Zola, zola, sefan, sefan. And that's all I have to say to that. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Hey, y'all, watch this. That's my impression of a redneck in the South on Mountain Dew on his bicycle. It's depressing, though. What's depressing, though? Hey, y'all, watch this. I'm about to take this right here. What's the drink? Let's take a look under the hood. If you show up to a redneck's mechanic shop and he comes out and he says, hey, boys, let's take a look under the hood. Yeah, you're going to need a new timing belt. Yeah, and that intake valve's going to have to be replaced. Probably take a couple hours if you can pay right here. This is a coffee sports drink. I got a bunch of these for free. Thanks, brother. I like to do impressions sometimes. Do 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 do. So, you see all these? I got all this stuff for free. Yeah, got some lean shakes in there. It is a sports coffee drink. I'll show it to you. So it's coffee, mocha, 150 mg's of caffeine, some BCAs. Well, the other day I was watching a show. It was King of the Hill, and it was a guy named, I forget his name, but he said, Bobby, light up the grill. There's some propane in there. Listen here, Bobby. I done told you one time to make sure you flush the toilet after you take a shit. I'm tired of walking in the bathroom and there's a pile of shit there. Is that a good impersonation? Damn it, Bobby, I done told you to stop doing that. I done told you that I got the propane. Let's fire up some steaks. There you go. You know, I've really never seen many episodes. Wait a second. This isn't made by no. Kyle, the Black Rifle Coffee Company. Yeah, I'm familiar with them. Huge fan. I don't think that they make this though. Or were you just saying it's a good veteran-owned company? I got these for volunteering at a church, and they gave me like 9 packs of 12. Yeah, Black Rifle Coffee's legit. Yeah. And as far as workout companies, I like Buckled Up. Buckled Up. Can you backflip? Nah, man. I've got an injured back. I tore I tore the paraphemosis psoas off my back, and then I herniated a disc. Yeah, bucked up. You see them; they got all the. I mean, bucked ups everywhere. They got the deer, and they kind of have like a hunting scene. Yeah, I actually had surgery, and I couldn't train for. Yeah, the ligaments. Well, the paraphemosis psoas is like your groin. It connects the paraphemosis psoas. I used to be a 300-pound power lifter, and I lost like 80 pounds. So the paraphemosis psoas goes around your waist and attaches to your back lumbar. I tore mine, so now I can't do heavy lifting. Well, John Roberts, if your back always hurts you, Google mobility stretching. Like, you can't permanently fix it? No. And not without surgery. I got to pee real quick, guys. Not without surgery, right? If you think it's disgusting that I'm peeing, welcome to the real world. Sorry about that. So here's the thing. I've been cut open a few times and I don't want surgery again. I am making the tending stronger. I'm just not going to be able to do super heavy lifting anymore, like without wearing a belt, which is fine. Which is fine. So all that means is now I do a lot more calisthenics and I stay leaner. Oh, guys, what? You don't pee? The difference between me and you is I just don't care. If you think that it's gross because I pee, it's like, come on, we live in the real world. When I used to do sports and wrestle and stuff, it was like, you know how many times I've taken showers with naked guys? I say that on camera and people are like, oh, that's gay. I can't believe that. Listen, if you didn't wrestle or play football, I pee like a damn racehorse, man. I'm drinking like a gallon of water a day. Listen here, Bobby. I don't drink beer. Well, I drink a little bit of beer, but I only drink a six-pack a week. What we got here? Are you gay? I'll show that. Am I gay? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am the antithesis of gay. Now, if you mean the definition of gay, where it means happy, I am a joyful bastard sometimes. Healthy prostate. Am I bi? Well, it depends on how much money they're giving me. Just kidding. No, I'm not bi. Absolutely not. I love women, very much so. And they tend to love me too. But men, stay away from women. Um, I'm a big supporter of LGBT, large galactic battle toads. Large galactic battle toads. That's what you mean by LGBT, right? Large galactic battle toads. Large galactic battle toads, LGBT. That's what I think about. And those large galactic battle toads, yeah, they're awesome. Just get married, man. What's that? That was not funny. What was not funny? The large galactic battle toads? Especially on Overwatch. You gotta get on them cheeks. Oh my goodness. That's how they get you. Look, guys, if you've ever been in the military, you got to have a set of knee pads. Sometimes you got to go talk to Chief and LT. And if you don't have a good set of knee pads, I'll just tell you, it'll save you a lot of time. Do something with that piano. Hey, Turtle, appreciate the comment, man. I'm going to do something in a second. Is he slow? Who, me? I don't know. I don't know if I'm fast or slow. Large galactic battle toads. Yep. Yeah. That's what you say. What is this? Elton John. Elton John's an amazing artist. He's also gay as hell. But you know what? That's okay. You know what made me like Elton John? Elton John had song. Yeah, I'll play something more classical. Elton John had the song Rocket Man, and then President Trump used Rocket Man as a theme song for the I always pronounce this wrong, Kim Jong. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the Kim Jong, I always forget his name. But the Korean uh the Korean I guess what would you call him, leader? So anyways, when they were asking him Elton John how it felt because he's not a Trump supporter for the song. He said, "Oh, I thought it was bloody brilliant." And Trump has gone to many Elton John concerts. So I am, yeah, Kim Junk, yeah. So I'm a huge fan of Elton John as far as someone who, you know, what you people that are younger fail to realize is the glory of the United States in its conception is that men and women, gays, not gay, any religion, whatever. It's cool because we have a culture where if you disagree with someone, you can still go on about your day. And that's the beauty of the Constitution. The beauty of the Constitution is um, the beauty of the Constitution is that simple. We can agree to disagree and go on with our lives. But you have to allow other people, if they're an idiot, if they're a socialist, if they're a fascist, you have to allow them to have their opinion. And that's great because we should all have our opinion, but we should be able to discuss in a rational conversation and come to a not a subjective, but a because you have subjective questions and you have objective. We all come to our own objective truths. And if you're around a group of people and they don't let other people talk, those are fascist and socialist. That is a one ticket path to hell. I have friends who are diehard liberal, and we'll have conversations, and they won't be like, oh, shut up, I'm just going to walk away. They'll be like, no, this is why I believe this. And I'll look them straight in the face and say, I think your rationality is terrible, but I'm still going to be your friend. And I'm just glad not everybody votes like you. And they'll laugh at me. You still got to be able to make relationships and communicate with people, right? What was this bro preaching? Well, I mean, we do what we do. Can you do that like dark fantasy BGM? I will do something. Somebody wanted something classical. I'm limited to what I can play because I just play for fun, but I'm working on the Pachelbel Canon D, the scale. So let's play it off my head. Let's see. Are you talking about my lamp? Yeah, it's stained glass. That's a antique Tiffany stained glass lamp. Those things are worth a lot of money, brother. Worth a lot of money. Talent. Oh, thank you. I wouldn't exactly call me talented, but I do enjoy playing piano. So let's try to build on that. Da 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 da. Okay. Whew, something like that. And I'm an antique. Wowee. Thanks, guys. By the way, if we get 30 thumbs ups, runway, I wish I could. If we get 30 thumbs ups, that will be my best thumbs up videos yet. We are one away. Yes, one more. Do it. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do one more thumbs ups for 30. Oh, thank you. You know, that's a personal record. That's my best. That is all. Oh, 31. So we're going to break it even today. Guys, I appreciate you. So, since I broke my record, I'm going to do my thank you for my subscriber dance. This is my thank you, my subscriber dance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to my dance. 33. I was having a lot of. Oh, Jesse Cat, were you having some anxiety? Ah. Good rotors on that dancer. Thanks, man. Hey, Dana, I don't even know that song, the Kanye song. I can't even think about what it sounds like. If I could, hi from Australia. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. Land of the koalas and kangaroos. That's not a knife. Oh, I got you something, Australia. Kanye, if I could play that song, I would. I'm limited to what I can play. That's not a knife. I'm going to show you my knife. Who wants to see my knife? Who wants to see my knife? I always forget. Somebody always cuts this off. It's probably my nephew. That's not a knife. That's a knife. That's my knife. This is an antique carving. I forget the antler off this, but it's a deer up in the. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Yeah, antler handle, hand carved, and then it's got right here. And that's its sibling. It's a set, hand carved. Oh, the knife? That's a knife, and it goes right through here in the setting right here. See? Can, can you put it in your pocket? It depends on how large your pockets are. I'm thinking probably not a good idea. No, but these actually have some jewels on them too, some turquoise stones. My grandfather was a demolition man in the Army. Shout out to them. That's my flag. If some of my veterans are here, that's my flag. I flew in Afghanistan. Great conversation piece. Oh, yeah. Guys, I've been on here for 68 minutes and the chat's going and I'm really having fun with it. But guys, I am going to have to go here in a little bit. If you put it in your pocket, you would cut your dingling off. Yeah, we would hate you would hate to cut off a dingling. Don't cut off your dingling! Nah. Maybe if we're wearing Pacos. Nah. No, actually I took a knife into customs when I went to China, and it was a small pocket knife, and they confiscated it. They almost put me as a terrorist because you can't have any knives or guns in China, and they are strict on that. And I carry a knife everywhere I go. I've had more. I actually stopped carrying really nice knives with me because they kept getting confiscated. You know what I mean? And now I carry a multi-tool because I can't tell you how many times I have been somewhere and someone needs a screwdriver or a pair of pliers or something. I carry a Forder to Bali armor's license. There you go. I have my little pistol over here. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. But if I go out because I'm in a state that doesn't require a conceal. Oh, I mean, I do have a sheath, but listen, I mean, I do have a sheath, but I wouldn't. That's a knife that's like not meant to like do that with. Nah, I just have me a little Cobra here. This is a little one. I'll keep this. I like it small because it's really concealable. I like the element of surprise, and I don't shoot to kill. Nah, I shoot to warn people. Trust me, if someone gets close enough to me, unless they're just really strong, I mean, I feel pretty comfortable with hand-to-hand combat. Bro shot it once. Yeah, yeah, only 10 years in the military, not too much experience with weapons. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's got small rounds. It's only got 12 in it, but again, uh, I think when you go out in public, it's better to have a small concealable weapon because if you're around someone who knows what they're doing, they'll never expect it and you can catch them off guard. If someone knows you have a round on you, they're gonna look. If someone knows you're strapped, you lose the element of surprise. And the element of surprise is super, like, let people underestimate you. Let people think. Pretend to be weak when you're strong, and pretend to be strong when you're weak. Yeah, yeah. Well, it also depends on where you go. Me, you got to remember, guys, I don't go out to bars anymore. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I got sober. Guys, we're at 35 likes. That is crazy. That is the most likes I've ever gotten that's the most likes I've ever gotten in a live. That's crazy. Cool. I am in the United States, brother. We are in the South. We are in the South. So that is where we were at. Yeah, don't drink or smoke. It says you deserve more, brother. Well, we don't deserve anything in life. I don't deserve anything. So get that out of your mind. Nobody deserves anything in life. Um, so I am very content with my life, what I do. I'm very blessed. Yeah, we've had some deaths in the family. We've had 9 deaths in the last 2 years. And I had to go through a divorce recently and lost like 2 houses and stuff and blah, 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 blah. Everybody's got a story. But at the end of the day, I'm rebuilding a business. It's going well. And yeah, Um, thank God for every day. Oh, Kyle, rest in peace, Ozzy. Listen here, brother. Sharon, 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 Hulk Hogan's here. Listen here, Ozzy. Let me tell you something, Ozzy. What are you going to do when the Hulkster and you get to heaven and you get to reunite with everyone? Bloody hell, Hogan. I'm not going to heaven. Have you seen all the drugs I've done? They're sending me straight to hell. Listen here, brother. Ozzy, I know you had some rough drugs that you did in your life, but everybody knew, the Hulkster knows that you had a good heart. Bloody hell, Hogan. Are you fucking crazy? I'm not going to heaven. God's going to see me and send me straight to hell if all the bats' heads that I bit off. That's my interpretation of Hogan and Ozzy having a conversation. Arizona, big chuggies. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, Sharon. Ozzy Osbourne, actually, the other day, I don't like to learn songs because I'm lazy on piano. I'll play stuff like this and make up songs. Da 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 da. So, St. Louis, Missouri, good job. But I did take some time to learn the intro to Ozzy Osbourne's Mama, I'm Coming Home. Donna, Donna, Donna. Name is Kyle, dog. I'm a short cracker, but my blanket's tall. Y'all feel me? Okay, John Roberts, Big Chugs. I'm glad your dong hangs long, and shout out. Glad for you, brother. Just try to keep it somewhat appropriate, but you know, uh, be proud of what you got. Elsa, but no, I was playing with Ozzy Osbourne's Dreamer, so it's a. So that's the melody. So then you add a bass to it. Da 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 da. So this will add some beats to it. Da 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 da. Times have changed, times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. Seems to be you could have been another friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home. And then if you want to spread it out, it's like I was playing with this inversion of it. It's so da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da, and then you can go Coke, 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 Coke. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't recommend doing cocaine. Um, Top drug for me, caffeine. Only drug that I take, caffeine. Don't drink, don't smoke, try not to fornicate, right? Don't chase women. Caffeine's okay though. Rest in peace, dude. Y'all brother, let me tell you something, dude. What's up, brother? Give us a quick tour of your beautiful home, please. Yeah, I did earlier. Ah! But yeah, I'm actually pretty proud that I actually took the time to learn some of Ozzy Osbourne's little melody. I really don't like learning a lot of songs because when I play piano, my favorite thing to do is think of it like a puzzle. So I take a couple notes or look up some stuff and I see the pattern and I try to make my own version of things. It's just how my mind works. I'm more of a creative person, right? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Hey guys. Hey guys, my name is John. When I start my day, well, I tell you what, nothing makes me happier than getting Folgers right in my cup. That would be like a commercial. Jiro, do you know how to play? Oh, yeah, the old American flag. That's a Boston stained Old Glory 1776, the original 13 colonies, tea stain for the Boston Tea Party, from which we decided that tyranny was no longer going to hold us. Yeah, yeah. You should try a game play. No, I don't play video games, brother. Yeah, God bless Old Glory. Absolutely. I mean, the channel's America United 1776. Coffee, coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee, coffee. Guys, just your quick reminder. Let's get to 40, guys. Listen, guys. Nobody cares. Work harder. I want y'all to read this. If you're in my chat, I want you to read this out loud. And I'm not trying to be mean, but nobody cares. Work harder. Okay. This is where I do my paperwork. Kind of a mess right now. Got my gym bag, my Navy stuff. This is my office, right, where I work. But this is how I became a top producer. Yeah, don't do cocaine. My brother, who's a professional drummer, who's a rock guy in Athens, he went through a phase where he did a bunch of cocaine and it almost destroyed him. And he's a super talented musician. He's the real musician in the family. Me, I'm the guy that plays because it's my emotional outlet. So, top producer, guys, write down your goals. I have a pen here. This is a special pen. This pen was handcrafted pen, handcrafted with its sole purpose. All I use this for is to sign deals and write down my goals. I'm telling you guys, I did not become a top producer by accident. I made it happen. So a lot of times on my channel, I'm teaching you guys if you're in business and sales, which you should be, sales is the best profession you're ever going to have is a form of sales. Find a product or service, sell it to people, and yeah. Is that a Mont Blanc? No. Hey Kyle. Hey Kyle. That is a awesome joke. It is not a Mont Blanc, but it is German. It is German made on the inside. This was handcrafted by a 25-year-old Air Force veteran who served in, right? And when you open it up, that's the top. I like to hear the sound. See? And when you open up the components, it was handcrafted. He handcrafted this out of the strongest wood in India. And when you open it up, it's mechanical right here. So you have the spring that stays in the bottom. You have an actual old spring that stays into the bottom. And because I have German heritage, I'm German and Viking, the .5 millimeter cap on is made in Germany. So it's the best crafted piece that you can basically get, at least in my opinion. Pops on right there, screws in right there. The sole purpose of this pin is nothing. It is actually an old copper spring. It's not that aluminum. So again, it's handcrafted. And I tell you guys, when you want to be a top producer, before my divorce and I lost 2 houses and stuff, these are my sales records. I had Agent Elite, Anytime Fitness, Charter Spectrum, LA Fitness, a few of the businesses I was in. Over $1 million worth of sales. Elsa, you're German and Norwegian too? Awesome. Welcome back to the chat, Elsa, one of my favorite moderators. Shout out to Elsa, everybody. So, yeah, what I'm getting at is for me, guys, I am doing my business. So you see, I have all my goals here, right? And I have like my sister, my brother, my goals over here. And this is what I'm doing as a top producer. So I'm telling you, write this stuff down. I'm going to get 200 to 200. If I get 250 clients between October 15th and December 7th, right, that will be $90,000 up front. And that will be about $2,000 to $3,000 of passive income for the next year, right? So I am working on next year trying to make between $50,000 and $90,000 for the month of January, just in the month of January, from working October to December 7th. Okay. So, what is this? I'm 94% Galaic, 5% German, and I'm related to Thomas Jefferson through transitive property. Oh, Kyle, that's cool. Really? If you're related to Thomas Jefferson, that's really cool. That's a cool family tree. German and Norwegian. My friend is Brazilian. Wow, that is cool. Yeah, guys. So, God, I'm on here for 84 minutes, but I got 41 likes, guys. I never get, I say never. I usually get between 10 and 25, but today 30. I did just get a text though. I am going to have to go up to my bank because I'm trying to upload a routing and account number in my portal, but my bank is a local bank. You say Thomas Jefferson was a Genghis Khan of sorts? Well, we are all closely related. Yeah, that is this. I've got a slight bit of Irish heritage mixed in with the German and Viking in a small percent. So I want to do a shout out to everyone that's in the chat, guys. I'll do a shout out. Here's my giant TV I never use. I have not used it one time in the last 3 months, except for my nephew. My nephew comes over and he likes Paw Patrol, which I didn't even know what Paw Patrol was. And he's like watching it. But shout out to Kyle, Daisy Freedom Fighter, Elsa, Kyle Sinawa, Daisy Freedom Fighter, Kyle. I'm going to go through the top fans here because when you guys come to my channel, you best believe I'm going to engage with you. You will leave here knowing that your day was better. Thus, maybe you'll come back again. Shout out to Elsa, Kasian, Samp3124, Sigmund Pakistani SK, Ashley 1996. Ashley, it looks like you got a picture of, I guess that's you and your kid. That's an awesome picture. Big Chuggus, he said he had a long dong. Shout out to him. Dana Restro, Dana taking a selfie. Daisy Freedom Fighter, nice dog. Crykably at 5'9", that's a crazy photo. Jesse Lovebug, Jesse, you have a beautiful picture there. Della Wall, your eyes are crying yellow. Timmy Martin, Kaylin, Lakers 24/7, My Europe, John Roberts, love your photo, John Roberts, the American flag. Oh, yeah, John Roberts, keep coming to my chats. You may be a moderator. Star Dolphin, I don't know what that picture is, but I've seen that picture before. Jonathan, Morgan Brooking, Ursa 110, Asira, Mary, Fidus, Chris 89, Noodled Edits, Owl, John, Max, Turtle, Gunts the Wheeler, 43, Random Pipe, Random Pipe Layer, Boone Knock. Guys, thank all of y'all for coming into the chat. Hello, Dixon Misa. Yeah, guys, do y'all like these little lives that I do? Because I took a poll. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Um, in my post, I've been asking, today was just playing some piano. It's just like, sometimes life, guys, will really test you. Hello, hello, Dixon. And my biggest thing is that I want you guys to know that the world is still able to work for you. Awesome, Kyle. Well, do me a favor if you're in the chat. Okay. I'm going to do a post, and I did one earlier, but I'm going to put some topics down, and it's going to be like nutrition, mindset, depression, sobriety, um, goals, how to start a business, trading stocks, music theory. Um, I have a huge pimple on my chest. All right, don't pop it, right? Hot rag, get on it, rub it, it'll go away. All right. Seriously. Yeah, hashtag positivity. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Nah. Do what you need, brother. Um, but like and comment and do all that stuff, subscribe, notifications bell. But seriously, I'm going to do a post later and I'm going to put like 5 topics. I want to know what topic you would genuinely like for me to discuss. And I'm telling you guys, you know, I've done a lot of different stuff in my life. I'm not as young as you probably think. I'm almost 40 years old. So I am a little bit older. But I really want to know what you guys want to learn because I am working for next year to build a community. And in that community, um, any of my people on YouTube that are subscribed, you're going to get access to it, obviously. And then new people are probably going to have to pay to get into there. But the the things that okay, we have talk about economics and investing. Okay, Elsa, economics and investing is something I will talk about. It's kind of like where you put money to grow money. It can be like Roths, IRAs, annuities, tax deferred accounts, tax brackets, appreciation, 1099s, W 2s. We could get into day trading, swing trading, long term trading, index trading, and all this stuff. And it sounds complicated, but if we actually take the time and actually have a conversation, I'll spend 20 to 30 minutes going live. And all I ask is that you comment, like, share the videos of people, and help me get as many people in there as possible. Because when you go live, when I go live, every one of you that view my lives, that is a step closer to being monetized. So I'd really like to leverage that. Now we got some comments in here. Economics and investing. Put toothpaste on for a few hours and it'll dry up. Oh, I've heard that before. Daisy gave some good advice. This is the realest life hack. Applying toothpaste, okay? Opinion to your request. Don't stop being you. Don't let anyone else draw a line in the sand. Don't follow footprints in the snow carved. It's very clearly. Hey, Kyle, I appreciate that. That's some that's some really good advice. Elsa Osen, I can't stay long today. I'm pretty sick with diarrhea squirts. God bless. I will catch you on the last name. Hey, listen. Hey, uh, if it's coming out, better one end than two ends. Now, if diarrhea is coming out both ends, you may need to go to the emergency room. That's all I'll say. Can you say "but my income" backwards? Income my butt. I saw that coming. Income my butt. Hey, since I said Cubics Rube GTA, hopefully that gives you that's a thumbs up and a subscribe and notification bells. But that's funny. Look, guys, we do sometimes have some minors that come into the chat from time to time. All I ask is that you keep it somewhat appropriate, but that is funny. There's a line between being funny and being grotesque. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Ha ha ha. That's funny. No, but guys, on a serious note, 42 likes is great. Is great. Um, I usually only get between 15 and 20, but at 92 minutes of live, that's an hour and a half. I am kind of at my threshold. Now I have to go do my business stuff, do my paperwork, But if I get done early, I will do my best to um, try to come in later. I've been doing a little bit more streams at night. Instead of going to the movies or doing other stuff, all of my free time, if it's not business, is going to live streams. So the more you guys share my videos and the more you tell people, hey, come have a conversation with this crazy veteran entrepreneur dude. Um, I just want to be known as the realest live online, and I will give you that time. And you see, I'm not trying to upsell or sell you anything. Yes, I'm going to build a community in the future. Yes, that's going to be part of my plans. But I'm documenting me rebuilding a business after a divorce, right? You got to remember, guys, I had two houses in San Diego that were both worth over 800,000. My ex-wife has got those now. So it's kind of like this. Um, don't let, oh, for sure. No, you got to remember, guys, I don't plan to change no matter what happens. Um, I am just a down to earth, normal guy. I'm just an average, what is the song? I'm just an ordinary, average, everyday mother blanker. I'm trying to not cuss as much. When I was younger, I had a dirty mouth. I'm just an everyday, ordinary, average mother trucker. So, nah. But what I do know, oh, I did move out of California, brother. I'm in Georgia now. Yeah. Um, just be an average guy, man. Don't have an ego. When I was younger, like in my 20s, I did have an ego. I got a little taste of success and I got humbled very quickly. Commerce? What do you mean commerce? Commerce as far as business? I'm going to be going in about a minute or two. So what do you mean by you talking about commerce as far as the type of business I'm in? Is that what you're asking, Kyle? I'm going to answer Kyle because, guys, I'm going to answer all the chats, but the people that are in the top three, they're going to get priority. Oh, Commerce, Georgia. Oh, that makes sense. Not too far away, closer towards Macon. I'm right in the center of the state, strategically in the center, so north, south, east, and west, I can hit all angles for business. Oh, you opened up a burger joint there? Well, if I'm in Commerce, I'll stop by for a bite because I do like a good burger. I actually do like a good burger. Hope all is well. I just want to say the time I sat down in the bathtub, water overflows goes into the floor. Hope as well. I just want to know how every time is in the bathtub. Ego does run in the character of men. Look, if you're going to be successful, you have to have a healthy ego. Okay. But the difference is there's confidence and then there's arrogance. If you're one of those people who are arrogant, life will humble you. You have to have a sense of delusional belief in yourself, which borders on the line of utmost power and confidence, knowing you can do it. But it can't be so overwhelming that it's going to create the aura of arrogance. The arrogance aura will humble you. And I've struggled with this in my life when I first started business. You want to remain respectful, confident, humble, but not arrogant. That's the best piece of advice I can give. But you can't be too nice. Like, don't be too nice. Look up the origin of the word nice. It's used differently now, but nice used to describe someone that's simple, doesn't understand, and can be taken advantage of. So, but it also, if you look at the Eastern philosophy, Lao Tzu and Shinzu and some great philosophers of the Eastern, because I'm a big fan of like the art of war and some of the Eastern philosophies. One of the things is you should be you should appear weak when you're strong and appear strong when you're weak. Letting people have the opportunity to take advantage of you is a strategic way to understand someone's true character. Like if you come out and you pretend to be weak, you can really test people to see how they treat you. You know, go get a dirty, beat up car that you know doesn't look good. Wear a tank top and look terrible. And purposely position yourself in conversations and see how people treat you. Then put on a hat and glasses and suit up and have those same conversations with those people when they don't know who you are and look at how they treat you. Those people that treat you differently, you will be able to filter them out to see who you can trust and who you cannot trust. Appear strong when weak and appear weak when strong. Now, there's a time and place to look good, and there is a time and place to play that role. But when you actually understand how the world works, real people with real vision will see straight through you, and they will not tell you. They will continue to give you rope, and they will continue to let you hang, and you will have no idea. You will make him, oh yeah, Theodore Roosevelt. Ding, 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 baby. All right, last note, and I'm thinking that because of Elsa, let me tell you the most dangerous person in the room when you do business. You see the guy that got the suit, they got the watch, right? It looked good, right? You have a group and you're doing a business meeting, because I do business meetings all the time, right? And you see this one guy in the back, doesn't say anything. He's in a hoodie or he's sitting there in sandals. You're welcome, Elsa, my moderator. The guy that's in the back in a t-shirt and sweats and wearing sandals, not saying a word and just looking at everything, that's the guy in charge. You fear the man in the lobby. He waited for the arguing to end. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, he doesn't have to wear anything and he's comfortable. Um, Gary V, jab, 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 right hook. If you're in the business, get that book, jab, 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 right hook. Learn how to market yourself, and you look a certain way. But you know what? I don't care how good you look. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how many good clothes you wear. If you can't speak, and you can't speak with cadence and authority and prove to people with your vocabulary, you learn to speak, all them clothes just make everybody naked. Yeah, silence is good. Um, Now, when we do YouTube lives, I can't just be silent with you guys. But if we're in a business meeting, I have two strategies. I talk and control the entire conversation and just lead the person to say, yes, 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 and lead them if I identify they're weak. Or if I see them as a formidable opponent, I butter their ego to let them talk. Yep. There's different strategies. It's either if you want to do Jordan Belfort straight line talk, you can use Grant Cardone, the power strike. You can use Shao Zun, Art of War. Each one is a tool, but you need to understand how to use each one of these tools for the negotiation process. And on that, proper prior planning prevents piss. Oh, okay. I don't know if I've ever heard that one. P P P P P P a P P P P P P P P P. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. The 7 P's. Actually, I have heard the 7 P's. I haven't heard that in a while, though. Yo, you know what? Kyle, keep coming to my chats. Um, I'm probably going to make you a moderator in the future. No, for real. Because I have certain moderators that come into the chat, and there's just a certain character I look for in people. So keep coming to the chats. And I know it's Sinawad. I got to remember this. Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad. Boom. Yeah, that's how I remember. I just say it. You look at a name, you put your finger up, you say it. So now you're talking, you're hearing. Boom, boom, boom. Sinawad. Oh, Wald, not Wad. I said Wad. Wald. Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad, Kyle Sinawad. Elsa Osen, always, yeah, like Elsa's a great moderator. She always comes in and pops in. All right, guys, I got some business to do. Got to eat, take care of some stuff. You guys rock. Stay awesome. Wild. And I'll play you one thing on my way out just because I've been working on it. I'm so chill. Thank you very much. I try to be chill sometimes. Guys, I love every one of you. Whoop, Betsy Ross. I stare at the heart and beauty every day. I stare at her heart and beauty every day. Hmm. Yeah, nothing wrong with looking at beautiful things. God bless all of you. I will try to be back later, but now I got to go do some business. Mwah. Thank you for the 47 likes. I'd like to note this was the most number of likes I have had on a stream thus